Greetings everybody and welcome back to Daddy DeGrand, the Granddaddy Plays Dragon Age Inquisition. Now, I have accumulated the necessary amount of political power to hopefully progress the story into the right direction now after the last blunder we had there. Also, I just realized, Inquisition Perks. Can we do something with that? In the perks menu, you can select perks that provide unique benefits to your party. The number of available perks points is shown at the bottom. We got 0.
I am not convinced we are prepared.
Good stuff. Now, since last time we also got some of these coins completed. We got 100 gold over here, accepting that. We got a Ferelden Captain Longsword, accepting that too. And I'm pretty sure we also had something else somewhere. Gonna send Liliana for this mission. Varric's Revenge, Hardenheit on 3. I need a favor. Actually, let's call it a loan. Since I'll pay it back, I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hardenheit on 3, the repuntioning, appeared in print from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that tile. I had my contacts in the Merchants Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Pero Bellenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contact with the Vivianne print houses. Maybe you could find out more than the guild. You know what? For very we do that stuff.
See what we have.
I imagine that being a writer's horror, someone using your name in order to get some kind of, I don't know, gain, advantage, reputation of the whole thing. Oh, there's Val Warrior. I didn't see it last time because it was immediately under the rift. There, now we can go in there. Select it.
Having the herald address the clerics is not a terrible idea.
You can't be serious.
Mother Giselle isn't wrong. At the moment, the Chantry's only strength is that they are united in opinion.
And we should ignore the danger to the herald.
Let's ask her.
This may not actually help. This is a terrible plan. I'm not too worried over here.
What can they do? It's just talk. Don't underestimate the power of their words. An angry mob will do you in just as quickly as a blade.
I will go with her.
That's helpful.
Mother Giselle said she could provide us names. Use them.
But why? This is nothing but a...
What choice do we have, Liliana? Right now we can't approach anyone for help with the breach. Use what influence we have to call the clerics together. Once they are ready, we will see this through.
I said it before, I'm saying it again. Cassandra is an honest-to-God sweetheart. Just for being able to actually muster the motivation, muster the energy to do things when everybody else is saying no to her. She is such a stalwart and I love her for it. Speak only the word. I got an achievement for that. Because I had to connect myself with Origin, there's always this funny noise playing every time I get an achievement, which is kind of weird. Alright, My god, I always butcher the name. Valroyo. Is that how you say that? Hopefully. It's a pretty nice looking city overall. Solus, we know Solus, and gain powered influence. Yeah, we're in the process of building all of those. Now, while I was grabbing all that power for myself in order to actually progress the story again, I was actually getting another level up, and I also found out how I can reset skill points. So now, my main girl Sylvanna over here, she's got some new moves to show off.
The city still mourns.
I don't see anyone mourning. Literally nobody. Okay, apparently they do look how I look.
I think they all know who we are.
No, they're just intimidated by your abs.
You never fail to impress me, Varric.
Varric, trust me, it's your abs.
My Lady Herald.
You're one of Liliana's people. What have you found?
The Chantry mothers await you, but so do a great many Templars.
There
Uh-huh.
are Templars here?
People seem to think the Templars will protect them from the Inquisition. They're gathering on the other side of the market. I think that's where the Templars intend to meet you.
Well, let's meet them
Only
then.
one thing to do then.
Oh, look at that. They prepared a trap for us. What are we gonna do? Trap it?
Return to Haven. Someone will need to inform them if we are delayed.
What do you say, my lady?
I don't think we will be delayed for too long over here. Let's meet whoever's up there to meet us. Have a good time.
Stand wary, guard.
Alright, I think that looks like this is set up all for me. Hello.
People of Val Royal, hear me. Together, we mourn our divine. A naive and beautiful heart, silenced by treachery.
Oh, this does not bode well.
You wonder what will become of a murderer. Well, wonder no more. Behold, the so-called Herald of Andraste, claiming to rise where our beloved fell. We say this is a false prophet. The Maker would send no elf in our hour of need.
Oh, the racism. Damn. Stop this now. We have a real enemy. Oh, I want to see what happens if we go with this option.
Enough!
Oh,
I will
that's
not
good.
listen to these self-serving lies. We came here to talk.
It's true. The Inquisition seeks only to end this madness before it is too late.
I did not expect her to raise her voice like that, but I do appreciate it.
The Templars have returned to the Chantry. They will face this Inquisition, and the people will be safe once more.
The only threat I'm seeing right here is the... Oh my god! He sucked her good! Damn!
Still yourself. She is beneath us.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Saved us the trouble,
I
eh?
was just about to do that myself.
As if I would do anything for your pleasure.
I still
Lord Seeker
appreciate
Lucius,
it.
it's imperative that we speak with...
You will not address me.
She just did, and you're walking off.
Lord Seeker?
Creating a heretical movement. Raising up a puppet as Andraste's prophet. You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed. The Templars failed no one when they left the Chantry to purge the mages. You are the ones who have failed. You who'd leash our righteous swords with doubt and fear. If you came to appeal to the Chantry, you are too late. The only destiny here that demands respect is mine.
Okay, first of all, I gotta say, I appreciate how much shit our girl Sylvanna over here is getting all the time for being an elf. The only thing we could have done to make her be even more hated would have been turning her into a mage. The people hate elves. They hate mages, so giving them a double whammy would have been an honest-to-God dream. Maybe we should do that for a later playthrough at some point. Help us close the breach. That is exactly what we want to do.
What we truly need is an alliance that will seal the breach.
Oh, the breach is indeed a threat. But you certainly have no power to do anything about it.
Uh-huh.
But Lord Seeker, what if she really was sent by the Maker? What if...
Yeah, listen to the guy with the big lips.
To a higher purpose. Do not question.
I will make the Templar Order a power that stands alone against the Void. We deserve recognition. Independence. You have shown me nothing, and the Inquisition, less than nothing. Templars, Val Royal is unworthy of our protection. We march.
Okay, so that was productive. Was nice seeing you. Still appreciate that socking you handed out there.
Isn't he?
Has Lord Seeker Lucius gone mad?
How well do you know him? Now that I actually want to know.
Do you know him very well?
He took over the Seekers of Truth 2 years ago, after Lord Seeker Lambert's death. He was always a decent man, never given to ambition and grandstanding. This is very bizarre.
Well, these are bizarre times, aren't they? Not so much for the Templar help. I was never a big Templar fan in the first place.
Getting the Templars to help us after all.
I wouldn't write them off so quickly. There must be those in the Order who see what he's become. Either way, we should first return to Haven and inform the others.
Alright, that was already all we needed to do. Oh yeah, remember, this actually was a very, very short sidetrack more than anything.
What's that? An arrow with a message?
A message is attached, written in a large flowing hand and bordered with doodles. People say you're special. I want to help and I can bring everyone. There's a baddie in Valvario. I hear he wants to hurt you. Have a search for the red things in the market, the docks, and around the cafe. And maybe you'll meet him first. Bring swords. Friends of Red Jenny. A poor drawing of the locations in the market is attached. Well, okay. Maybe we can do that. Oh, that's a fast throw point. We do not need that.
I believe that messenger is trying to get our attention.
I noticed that the moment they used an arrow to send out that message. I wasn't even pressing the button. Okay, I wasn't even pressing the button to talk to you. But you know what? You're currently invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duke Bastien de Gislaine. Yours, Vivianne the Fair. Oh ho ho, Vivianne. Vivianne! That is a name I really, really like to hear. Oh, first of all, Vivianne is actually the name of one of my aunts, one of my favorite aunts. Plot twist, I have only favorite aunts. Second of all, Vivianne is actually one of my favorite characters in the game as well. Very, very good. This all bodes pretty well.
Let's look around.
Oh yeah, let's press this button over here. Read. The head of Madame Snappy Snips. Fancy name, okay. There's apparently some kind of bottle over here somewhere. Or was it already all I need to find? There it is. A red handkerchief. A different, simple script on the back of a stable report marked with red paint. Thank you, friends, for helping good Lady Caris. So those who ask about Harold enter third passage could not stay to see them exit. Also, all of my guys got new level ups, so let's see to that really quick. Character record. Not you, Sylvanna. We already took care of you. Varric. Varric. What are we gonna do about Varric? He's learning something new up in here. You can move faster while firing without sacrificing accuracy. Not a big fan of that one. These other skills he can learn, they're not too bad either. First of all, actually sounds kind of fancy as well. Is there something useful in the other trees? I'm actually not that familiar with rogues. They are probably my least played, least understood class, for sure. You gain health when you attack enemies with poison weapons active. That's actually pretty interesting, I gotta say. You know, he is a ranged character in the first place, so that could actually end up being decent. Maybe we can do something nice with our cult reps. The rest of attack enemies can make us to let you see them flinch. Whenever you score a critical hit, you regain stamina. That could be good. For later, though. Your cult reps cover a wider area and cause enemies to bleed over several seconds. Doesn't say how much damage that deals, though, in terms of bleeding. And what is this one? Briefly immobilized. Let's actually take the extra damage. I actually do use my cult reps every now and then. Apply that. And, oh yeah, I forgot the other guys. I forgot the other characters. There was you. There was Varric. There's still Solus. Needing some extra curriculum. He can learn the slow burn. Every spell you cast shortens your active cooldown. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that's a very good one. Every time he casts a spell, he can spam faster in the future. And Pyromancer, we do not care. Give it to him. So he can spam his spells a bit more often. How much mana does this one cost? 35. But it has a pretty long cooldown. Still fine. Still very fine. And Cassandra is the last one. I was investing her pretty deeply into this tree over here. Got her a pretty strong stun. Got her some options that make her just a better tank in general. I'm pretty sure we could go deep on all of that. Maximum guard bonus is kinda nice. Score and trample. I don't think we have seen her use that move yet, but we should next time we get into a fight. Not a big fan of any of those options. Really not liking this one. This one is also not too good. Cutting words. Your party does more damage to taunted targets as you rattle your enemy's nerves and go to the mistakes that leave them open. That actually sounds pretty good. But I'm not particularly convinced. Let's actually go into this direction. Give her that payback strike because it's still a pretty good skill. And call it a day with just that. Now, the Friends of Red Jenny. There's probably still some targets. There's some other mark that we can check out. So let's do that. And after that, she's said to bring swords. Also, there's something we can examine over here. It's an apple tree. Okay. I do like apples. I haven't had a good apple in a hot while. I think the last apple I ate was it last week? Yeah, I had an apple last week. I had 2 apples last week. I do eat so many different kinds of fruits all the time that I'm actually lost track. Today I had a watermelon. Watermelon, delicious. And also, hang on a second, I can search for something over here. I think I see it already. There it is, the red handkerchief. A red handkerchief folded around a key with a small hasty scroll. Key lifted from drunk swearing about Harold. Don't know what door. I'm out. Might have a spade. Well, thank you. Was that all I needed to do over here? I guess. I mean, we got a key. Now we need to find the door. But I don't think I see any more markings in here. We just socked a guy who was being drunk, grabbed his key, and apparently that paid him some kind of death. I gotta say, I am confused. I'm also DeGrand, but most of all, I'm confused. Is it this door? No, it's not even a door. Difficult time for those who have lost. Everybody has lost. It's difficult times. Deal with it. Oh, she's still lying there.
Victory must please you greatly, Seeker Cassandra.
It did.
We came here seeking only to speak with the mothers. This is not our doing, but yours.
And you had no part in forcing our hand? Do not delude yourself.
Okay, goodbye.
Now we have been shown up by our own Templars, in front of everyone.
Oh, Belle. Is there a beast around here as well?
Excuse me, but is what they're saying real? The Inquisition's
Look at
gonna fix the
Cassandra.
hole in the sky?
That's the plan.
We're going to give it a try, at least.
No one is doing anything. The Chantry is useless, and the Templars... Andraste. I never thought they'd abandon us. Listen, your camp will need food. I have contacts. We'll have deliveries there in days.
You want to help the Inquisition.
Never been part of something this big before, but if your Inquisition's going to seal the sky, I want to help.
Oh, that sounds very good.
What do you think, Cassandra?
I think the woman is asking you and not me.
Well, she is.
The Herald of Andraste. Yes, I understand. Haven is a mess, but we won't turn away anyone willing to help. Invite her, if it pleases you.
Well, I do. Alright, go to
Head
Haven.
Haven, then. We need good people.
Agent acquired, huh?
If I'm that, but it will be nice to see. Thank you.
Okay, that actually gave me another point of political power. I do not mind that at all, and reading gives me EXP, making me stronger. Do we leave now? I think we leave now. Some areas have multiple levels. Click the icons. Oh yeah, I remember there's actually a higher level around in here, is that right? I actually forgot about that. Okay, let's move over here. Move there. Travel. Yes. I forgot this place actually has this higher level going on. I do not see the direction it points me to. There it is. Found the last red handkerchief. A scrap of parchment is hastily torn from an ornate document, stuffed into its hiding space with a large red sock. And we are all to obey well. We meet at 3 bells to discuss how best to serve the new way. Scroll below in a misspelled script. Herald go at time. Praise Adrast. Taken together, the message reveal a time, path, and key to a location on the world map. Well, okay, I think we found everything we needed to find in here for the moment, so... I thought for a moment those icons were looking up because I got another level up. But no, that was visual thinking. Alright, back to the world map. And now we have here, now we have 2 targets around here. First of all, a friend of Red Jenny and the Imperial Enchanter Vivianne the Fair. And over here the Black Emporium. We still have to do something about that place, I guess. But all in due time. Let's start with Vivianne the Fair. The first Enchanter of Montissimart has extended an invitation to her salon at the Chateau of Duke Bastier de Gislaine. Let's go exactly there. Travel to location? Yes, please. Are you good there, girlie?
Have a moment of your time.
You may. Anything to say?
Grand Enchanter Fiona?
Leader of the Mage Rebellion. Is it not dangerous for you to be here?
I heard of this gathering, and I wanted to see the fabled Herald of Andraste with my own eyes. If it's help with the breach you seek, perhaps my people are the wiser option.
You weren't at the conclave?
I'm surprised the leader of the mages wasn't at the conclave.
Yes. You were supposed to be, and yet somehow you avoided death.
As did the Lord Seeker, you'll note. Both of us sent negotiators in our stead in case it was a trap. I won't pretend I'm not glad to live. I lost many dear friends that day. It disgusts me to think the Templars will get away with it. I'm hoping you won't let them.
So you think the Templars did it? I'm pretty sure the Templars think the same thing about you. Well, unless for the fact that we are now the scapegoats in here.
So you think the Templars are responsible?
Why wouldn't she?
Lucius hardly seems broken up over his losses, if he's concerned about them at all. You heard him. You think he wouldn't happily kill the Divine to turn people against us? So yes, I think he did it. More than I think you did it, at any rate.
Well, that is a starting point. Sure, let's go with that. Alright, why speak to us now?
The mages weren't willing to talk to the Inquisition before. Why now?
Because now I've seen what you are. And I've seen the Chantry for what it is. Consider this an invitation to Redcliffe. Come, meet with the mages. An alliance could help us both, after all. I hope to see you there. Au revoir, my Lady Herald.
Well, goodbye, Fiona.
Come, let us return to Haven.
I mean, for what it's worth, she has been more friendly towards us than those Templar guys. And I mean, I can only talk for myself. In general, I do think more favorably of the mages, which actually leads to the upcoming discussion we are looking forward to. We are cordially invited to a party, and a party we now shall enjoy. Or as you can see, we are absolutely dressed to kill over here. Literally, we're coming here fully armored.
Lavellan, on behalf of the Inquisition.
What a pleasure to meet you, my lady. Seeing the same faces at every event becomes so tiresome.
All the persons in here are masked. You are not seeing any faces.
So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer. Or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
Let's investigate for a little bit. Madame de Fer?
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivianne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
Well, okay. Well, everything you heard is truth. Well, probably not.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously.
It's hard to take you seriously when you look like that
Everyone
guy.
knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know about you, but what's your... You know, let's go with this. What's your point?
I've never made any claims to holiness. What's your point?
In front of all these people, you admit to being a pretentious usurper.
Not what I said at all.
We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a woman of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
Oh, he
My
looks...
dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such
Cool.
language in my house to my guests.
Oh, there she is.
You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivianne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lady, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Oh, I love Vivianne. She is so full of sass. I am very sure I could not deal being around her in real life for extended periods of time. But I love the attitude with which she carries herself. Alright, I really don't care. This is your house. But, you know, no, let's use this as an honest to God good opportunity. Let's go with the option of letting her go. Show that we are merciful and nice over here.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways. By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it.
Let's hope that he learned from
I'm
this experience.
delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivianne, first enchanter of Montsimard and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. Interesting party so far. We gotta
Your
pay our
song
compliments.
has certainly exceeded my expectations so far. I'm glad to keep you entertained, my dear. I wanted to meet face to face. It is important to consider one's connections carefully. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry is in shambles. Only the Inquisition might restore sanity and order to our frightened people. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is this business or pleasure?
Is your interest in the Inquisition Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
See, yes, you will notice that a lot as we explore her character a bit more. I feel like, first of all, the same thing I said last time. She knows what she is doing. All those diplomatic political affairs, she knows them, she understands them, and she knows how to utilize them well. And that is something I can, again, deeply appreciate, that even though those are topics you could absolutely hound me with. The next thing is, you hardly, if ever, catch her lying openly. And that means that she's either very, very good at twisting the truth, or just openly blunt about telling the truth, while still keeping all the advantages to herself. And no matter which way direction you take, it is impressive, it is remarkable. And she does it all with style and with attitude. And she's just such a satisfying character.
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
Well, in that case, welcome aboard.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivianne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
Another thing is, you may have noticed, but she likes to say my dear quite as much as I do. She also says darling. Now I wonder, oh my god, now I wonder if I started doing that when she introduced it to myself, or if I did it before. It could easily go both ways, because back when I was playing Dragon Age Inquisition for the first time, I did not have all that many opportunities to actually speak in English, so that's actually a little bit of a blurry area. I think it goes into both ways. I think it actually goes both ways. Nice. Alright, Cullen is actually over here. We haven't had any opportunities to talk to him yet.
There's a shield in your hand. Block with it. If this man were your enemy, you'd be dead. Lieutenant, don't hold back. The recruits must prepare for a real fight, not a practice one.
Yes, Commander.
We've received a number of recruits. Locals from Haven and some pilgrims. None made quite the entrance you did.
That's probably for the better, because, you know, last time I did that, the sky exploded into a goddamn breach.
At least I got everyone's attention.
That you did. I was recruited to the Inquisition in Kirkwall myself. I was there during the Mage Uprising. I saw firsthand the devastation it caused.
Sir.
Cassandra sought a solution. When she offered me a position, I left the Templars to join her cause. Now it seems we face something far worse.
I love that guy, you know? Came up, said sir, handed him the note, and then afterwards he was like, okay, guess I'll walk into the snowy wasteland now. Hilarious. Alright, I believe the mark will help.
I must have this mark for a reason. It will work. I'm sure of it.
Provided we can secure aid, but I'm confident we can. The Chantry lost control of both Templars and Mages. Now they argue over a new divine while the breach remains. The Inquisition could act when the Chantry cannot. Our followers would be part of that. There's so much we can... Forgive me. I doubt you came here for a lecture.
Well, we do like your enthusiasm, but I actually don't want to romance you. I like you, but I don't like you this way. You've thought this through.
You've given this a lot of thought.
I know what happens when order is lost, and action comes too late. There's still a lot of work ahead.
Commander, Sir Raiden has a report on our supply lines.
As I was saying.
I wonder if that was the same guy who was giving out the notifications earlier. Oh, hello there, Cassandra. She's enjoying herself. You know what? She's earning the compliment. You're impressive.
You're kind of a force of nature, aren't you?
When I need to be.
It's impressive.
You flatter me.
I'm trying.
Did I do the right thing? What I have set in motion here could destroy everything I have revered my whole life. One day they may write about me as a traitor, a madwoman, a fool. And they may be right.
It was not foolish. It's too late to turn back now.
Isn't it a bit late to worry about it now?
We have only just begun. My trainers always said, Cassandra, you are too brash. You must think before you act. I see what must be done, and I do it. I see no point in running around in circles like a dog chasing its tail.
There's a time and a place for both.
I misjudged you in the beginning, did I not? I thought the answer was before me, clear as day. I cannot afford to be so careless again.
There's a time and a place for both. You definitely should think something through in order to make up what the best course of action is. But you should never get to the point where you just overthink things to the point of not actually doing something. You need to set a goal and then you have to approach it. And if something comes up that makes you reconsider something that you're gonna go all about, reconsider then. Change the path. So be it. But still, you should always be doing. You should always be acting in some way, shape, or form. Now, glad to hear it.
Can't say I'm not grateful to hear that.
I can be harsh, I know.
Anything else to say? No buts?
I'm curious. Do you even believe in the Maker?
I believe in elven gods. You know, we are elven after all, so maybe we could go with that option. But my honest to God serious answer here would be I don't know. But you know, this is a world where all the spirits things are real, so let's go with this one.
I'm Dalish. I believe in our own gods.
And there's no room among your gods for one more? I suppose it doesn't matter now. I have to believe we were put on this path for a reason, even if you do not. Now it simply remains to see where it leads us.
Well, in that case, we should be looking forward to all that. I was actually looking forward to showing some of my new combat skills up in this episode, but no, it ended up being a very talk-heavy episode, which I do not hate, not at all. Now, what do we find over here? Special shipments. Nothing happened. Good stuff. Good stuff. We can talk again to Varric. He's standing all the way over here. There he is. Anything interesting to say? I have a question about Hawk.
I read your Tale of the Champion, and I have a few questions.
That's a pretty common reaction. Go ahead.
Alright, investigate. So basically we can talk and ask him some questions about the second game over here. Like where's some of the characters that ended up... Hang on a second. You made up the Arashock fight? What a moment.
There's no way Hawk really could have killed the Arashock. It would have started a war with the Kunari.
I was told later that the Kunari disavowed his actions. Apparently the Arashock didn't get permission before he attacked Kirkwall, and the Qun didn't want another exalted march. When they finally sent a ship to haul the Red Dreadnought away, they just said, "We will never speak of this again." As far as I can tell, that's the Qun's version of an apology.
Well, at least there's that, I guess. I wonder if we'll see more of the Kunari again in the upcoming game. In Dragon Age 4, whenever that will come around. Solar's up in here waiting. Of course, we want to talk to that. Also, there's an apothecary in here which we need to talk to. Let's actually do that first.
Sick. Look who's back from the dead.
It's me. Well, thank you, I guess.
My thanks for any part you played in that.
Yeah, well, you can pay me back by fixing the world. Name's Adan. I'm in charge of keeping our little band here stocked with potions and elixirs.
Fancy beard.
Not that Seeker Pentagast seems to care whether we've got the supplies to actually do that.
Okay. Need any help?
Is there anything I can do to help out?
We're fine as far as raw labor goes. You've more important things to do than tend to me. I only wish I'd been able to find Master Tajin's notes. Old bastard was working on something special. He died at the Conclave, and his notes weren't here. Been too busy dealing with the wounded to look for them.
Well, okay. We can look out for them, but until then, goodbye. Upgrade potions. I don't think we have the necessary stuff for that right about now. But we can actually craft something new. We cannot because we are lacking the materials for that. Good stuff. Back, see the healing potion over here. Same case. Goodbye. Haven's best and brightest. Okay, I completed a quest. I guess I take those. Reading that one really, really quick. Also, there's a chest we can loot. Anything fancy in there? A dagger. Taking it all. And let's talk to Solus.
Closing the breach is our primary goal. But I hope we might also discover what was used to create it. Any artifact of such power is dangerous. The destruction of the Conclave proves that much.
I agree. I think it survived.
You don't think whatever created the explosion was destroyed in the blast?
You survived, did you not? The artifact that created the breach is unlike anything seen in this age. I will not believe it destroyed until I see the shattered fragments with my own eyes.
A wise man. I agree with that.
We would do well to try to recover whatever created the breach.
Liliana's people have scoured the area near the blast and found nothing. Whatever the artifact was, it is no longer there. In any case, did you need me for anything?
Anything interesting we can talk about? Tell me about yourself. Let's go with that one.
I'd like to know more about you, Solus.
Why?
Why?
You're an apostate, yet you risked your freedom to help the Inquisition.
Not the wisest course of action when framed that way.
I appreciate the work you're doing, Solus. I just wanted to know more about you.
I'm sorry. With so much fear in the air. What would you know of me?
I can expect that he is a bit reluctant about his answers over here. Why study the Fate?
What made you start studying the Fade?
I grew up in a village to the north. There was little to interest a young man, especially one gifted with magic. But as I slept, spirits of the Fade showed me glimpses of wonders I had never imagined. I treasured my dreams. Being awake, out of the Fade, became troublesome.
That sounds a little bit dangerous.
Did spirits try to tempt you?
No more than a brightly colored fruit is deliberately tempting you to eat it. I learned how to defend myself from more aggressive spirits and how to interact safely with the rest. I learned how to control my dreams with full consciousness. consciousness. There was so much I wanted to explore.
Clearly, you woke up at some point.
I gather you didn't spend your entire life dreaming.
No. Eventually, I was unable to find new areas in the Fade.
Why?
2 reasons. First, the Fade reflects the world around it. Unless I traveled, I would never find anything new. Second, the Fade reflects and is limited by our imaginations. To find interesting areas, one must be interested.
I feel like that is actually a very, very big point that he makes that I can actually find agreeing with, not only in the cosmos of this game, but also in real life. People that do interesting things, people that actively look out to try out things outside of their comfort zone, those are usually the kind of persons that we find interesting and or exciting to be around, talk with. So he's definitely having a point there. But the cool thing about him is that he is not doing it for the purpose, for the sake of being interesting towards others. Well, not entirely, but mostly for basically making himself have more interesting experiences in the first place. He's doing it all for the sake of self-development, which is something that I feel is not being done enough these days. I hope that works.
I wish you luck.
Thank you. In truth, I've enjoyed experiencing more of life to find more of the Fade.
How so?
You strengthen your body to deliver and withstand punishment. The muscles are an enjoyable side benefit. You have chosen a path whose steps you do not dislike because it leads to a destination you enjoy. As have I.
So you like my side benefits, huh?
You find the muscles enjoyable?
I meant that you enjoyed having them, presumably.
Ah.
But yes, since you asked.
Some flirting going on in here. Okay, so I will excuse myself. I will talk to you some other time. I just wanted to get some little flirty action out of him. Just for my personal well-being and self-interest. Now, Leliana's of course also here. Anything interesting to say?
There were so many questions surrounding Faria's death. Did he think we wouldn't notice? He skilled Faria, one of my best agents, and knows where the others are. You know what must be done. Make it clean. Painless if you can. We were friends once.
Traitors deserve to die. Do you have to kill him? You know, it's her job. It's her job. I'm gonna remain silent over here. I'm not going to lower her authority.
It will be done.
I'm sorry you had to see that. Trust me. Everything I do is to protect our interests. Now if you're happy, I have more work to do.
That was all? That was the entire conversation. Come on. Come on, really?
Reports of fade rifts and demons keep coming. The people are terrified, and it's only getting worse.
Oh, the camera snaps over here because of this.
Now is the hope that someone out there can save them. You have to be that someone. No one else has any power over the rifts.
All right.
Seal them. Your legend. I'll be here.
Yeah, you be there. You be there. So it demands of me to walk in there, apparently. And Vivianne is also in there. I still want to talk to her, so let's go.
It's good you've returned.
I know, right?
Part of your encounter.
You heard?
My agents in a city sent word ahead, of course.
It's a shame the Templars have abandoned their senses, as well as the capital.
Well, it was worth the risk. At least we made contact.
At least we know how to approach the mages and Templars now.
Do we? Lord Seeker Lucius is not the man I remember.
True, he has taken the orders somewhere. But to do what? My reports have been very odd.
We must look into it. I'm certain not everyone in the Order will support the Lord Seeker.
Or the Herald could simply go to meet the mages in Redcliffe instead.
You think the Mage Rebellion is more united? It could be 10 times worse.
You must choose soon. I would always go with the mages.
I could at least find out what the mages want.
No doubt what they've always wanted. Support for their cause.
We shouldn't discount Redcliffe. The mages may be worth the risk.
They are powerful, Ambassador, but more desperate than you realize.
You think it's a trap? There's always danger. They could be useful. There's always danger. Let's go with that option.
So it'll be dangerous. I've been in danger since I walked out of the Fade.
If some among the rebel mages were responsible for what happened at the Conclave.
The same could be said about the Templars.
True enough. Right now, I'm not certain we have enough influence to approach the Order safely.
Then the Inquisition needs agents in more places. That's something you can help with.
In the meantime, we should consider other options.
Actually, you know what? I wanted to side with the mages later down the line.
There is one other matter.
I just remembered something.
Several months ago, the Grey Wardens of Ferelden vanished. I sent word to those in Orlais, but they have also disappeared. Ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the idea they're involved in all this, but the timing is curious.
It really is curious. It sounds suspicious.
That does sound odd. I agree. The others have disregarded my suspicion, but I cannot ignore it. 2 days ago, my agents in the hinterlands heard news of a Grey Warden by the name of Blackwall. If you have the opportunity, please seek him out. Perhaps he can put my mind at ease. And if he can't, then there may be more going on than we thought.
Blackwall, huh? Alright, we will cross that bridge when we come to it. First of all, I want to talk to Vivianne over here. Milady.
I met an elven mage earlier. Solus, I believe he was called. I admit I was surprised. I didn't expect to find mages among the Inquisition. Tell me, why were you at the Divine Conclave?
Oh, there's a lot of options over here, huh? Alright, we need the circle restored. The Templars are made their bets. Mages should be free. Just as all that matters, the rebels are our spectators. This chaos harms area. Let's go with this option.
The war benefits no one.
Oh, she greatly approves of that.
An order must be restored.
If only the rebels saw things so clearly. Justinia's death has shattered the balance of power in Thedas. If it is not restored quickly, countless lives will be lost. Mages, Templars, innocent people of all kinds now look to the Inquisition to decide their fate.
And you'll help decide?
That's why you wanted to be here, to have a hand in deciding that fate.
Wouldn't you? For almost 1,000 years, the world believed it was in the hands of the Maker. And now many believe you are the agent of his will. Whatever the truth is, that belief gives you power.
I'll use it to change things. The chantry will be restored. And the rest have chosen me. No, I should have that. No one should have that power. Alright, the chantry will be restored. Let's do with that.
Once this is over, the task of speaking for the Maker will be the chantry's problem again.
That's reassuring to hear. I've stolen enough of your time, my dear.
That's fine.
Don't let me keep you.
Here's the thing. I'm not really a big fan of the chantry. But you can see how this world is still very, very heavily reliant on the comfort that religion gives them. But nothing I am doing right now would be working without that being something I can utilize. Which is an honest to God sad reality, but it is the reality we are living in. So, greetings, Giselle.
How fares your quest to seal the breach?
Damned if I know.
Well, you know how these things go. At least, I hope someone does.
You laugh to bring a little light into the darkness. And I'm glad to see it. Too many see laughter as antithetical to the chant of light. They imagine Andraste as a grim warrior all her life, forgetting that she loved and was loved in return. I hope she found time for laughter during her trials. As I hope you do.
I follow elven gods. Well, let's go with a thank you over here.
I appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you.
You're fine.
I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Alright, we shall see about that. Actually, I want to go into some kind of combat mission right now, so let's do that. I am pretty sure that the mission we got from the Red Jenny girl is going to be hard on combat. Now, let's see what kind of options we got going on in here. Okay, we actually got an Inquisition perk now that we can spend. Endurance training fit for soldiers. Detailed study of underworld customs and their brutal but practical applications. Opens up new dialogue options related to criminal activities and grants 50% extra HP for each codex entry unlocked. Massage's method grants a 5% increase in XP earned from killing foes. Sounds nice, but not that nice. True Grit. All members gain a 10% increase in all defenses. That actually sounds pretty good. Master Focus. Increased focus for all party members from 200 to 300. 30 focus effect for abilities can now be triggered. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need those for sure at some point. And Vivianne Stitch Saddle. I don't think I'm gonna need those. Training and proper weight distribution during hard riding significantly increases resistance to being unseated. I don't think I care all that much for that either. But this True Grit over here, the extra defense sounds pretty good. And also the fact that we could carry more healing potions around. Warrior schematics. Sales words, Templars, and Chevaliers. The Inquisition forces come from wide-ranging backgrounds. Scour the troops' arms and armors for new rare schematics. Maybe also interesting. Let's check some of the other options in here. We already checked you out. Secrets. Arcane Knowledge. Opens up new dialogue options related to the Fate and gives extra EXP. Grants 10% chance to receive extra herbs with each harvest. Eel-eyed. Grants a significant increase to the discovery range for the searching action. And in studies grants additional EXP. Allows all orcs in the party to open masterwork locks. Forward scout reveals additional landmarks and points of interest on the map of every area. I don't really care about that. Gain a collection of tier 1 herbs. That sounds very bad. Master Herbalist. I don't really care about picking flowers in this game. Connection. Ability knowledge. More XP for codex. Sterling reputation. Thanks to a few well-placed acquaintances, merchants will pay the Inquisition 10% more for items sold. And that's actually kind of nice. A favor for a favor will offer the Inquisition a 10% discount. Also nice. Elite clientele. For 50% better price. And one of these two stacks, or if this just improves this one over here. Kind of hard to say. The rare stocks Inquisition procures can leverage the organization reputation to purchase a shipment of rare and valuable raw materials for crafting. That actually sounds not too bad. For high qualities, only the finest. I think those one will be pretty important later down the line if you want to craft some of the bigger and more important items. Merchants eager to win favor from the Inquisition will give access to special offers for rare inventory. Merchants will send messengers when they have sales at their stores and hope the Inquisition will put in an appearance. And barter by bell. What is this one? Reduces by 5% the time it takes for Josephine to complete her operations. Okay, we do not care about that one. But I actually really do like those options of buying more interesting stuff later down the line. So I think that's actually what we're gonna go with. Now, let's actually check out the map over here. Actually not this side of the map. Go back. Go to Olay. I am not willing to end this episode without having had at least a little bit of action. The Chantry remains. Actually, yes, we can do that really quick. I'm pretty sure that's some kind of mission. Let's have Josephine do it because she's fast about it. And then, the Imperial Court. A letter addressed to Vivianne lies opened on the table. A note has been added to the top which reads, Josephine, darling, you should take care of this. We just sent her away, so we will look into this later when Josephine is back. Where's the mission that we can go for? Where's the mission that we can go for over here in Val Royale? Can we even take it anymore? Hang on a second, let me go ahead off this menu really quick. There was one mission that we could do in Val Royale. Let me double check the quest map. Maybe I can access it via the map better. Well, maybe, yeah, there we go. The secluded courtyard, a friend of Red Jenny. We're gonna bring Cassandra, of course. We're gonna bring Vivianne. And hang on a sec, before we're gonna bring Vivianne, let me check if we can actually allocate some skill points for her. Vivianne, not Solus. Vivianne, there she is. She has 7 points to spend. She is a complete blank slate. That's good. That's great. Gonna turn her into a fire mage as well. Actually, not quite. Barrier is a very good skill that I really would love her to have. Barrier. And then for fire, because she's a human, she actually gets 1 extra skill point compared to others, which is good for us. We're gonna give her the immolate as well, I guess. Also the flashpoint, also the clean burn. Now we got some options over here. This one, the wall of fire, not a big fan of it. Chaotic focus, when you cast a fire spell, the spell consumes half of your current barrier to empower it. It's cool for some later builds, but not something I truly need right now. Firemine though, Firemine hurts quite a bit. Searing Glyph adds a huge dot effect, or the Flaming Array. You now create multiple mines directly in front of you. I don't think I have ever tried out this one, so we take it. Apply it. And then we're gonna bring in Vivianne as well to the fight. Now, there, the secluded courtyard. Travel. Okay. We bring in Cassandra, we bring in Vivianne, and we bring in Solus, and then we are ready, set, and go. The recording was exactly 55 minutes and 55 seconds long, as I just checked that. Damage against demons increased. I researched terror. Okay, interesting. I don't actually remember that that was a thing that you could do, doing research in order to increase damage you deal against certain enemies, but I take it. Alright, let's see what we can find. Hello there! Taunting you. Rolling through you. Attacking you. Rolling again. Now we can just roll through them to deal damage. Also, you know what? Hang on a second. We got this flame mine over here. Draw you in. Boom, baby! I am so smart when I want to be. Roll through him. Did you see that damage? 308 in one go. Those fire mines are actually kind of cute. I like them. Lure them. Who else is here? Anybody else in here? Someone else should be here. There's the door. We open it up. Okay, fireballs flying my way.
How much did you expend to discover me?
Nothing.
Weakened the Inquisition immeasurably.
I don't know who you are.
You don't fool me. I'm too important for this to be an accident. My efforts will survive in victories against you elsewhere.
There's someone who died.
Just say what?
What is that?
Oh, you never are supposed to fall for that one.
Ugh. Squishy one, but you heard me, right? Just say what? Rich tits always try for more than they deserve.
Blah, blah, blah. Obey me. Arrow in my face. So, you followed the notes well enough. Glad to see you're... And you're an elf.
Yes.
Well, hope you're not too elfy. I mean, it's all good, isn't it? The important thing is you glow. You're the herald thingy.
Oh yeah, she means my hand. Yes, I am. Why? Some say that. Who are you? Oh, stop with that. Introduction, please.
Some believe I'm the Herald of Andraste. But who are you, and what's this about?
No idea. I don't know this idiot from Manners. My people just said the Inquisition should look at him.
Your people? Elves?
No. People. Name's Sarah. This is cover. Get round it. For the reinforcements. Don't worry. Someone tipped me their equipment shed. They've got no breaches.
Alright, so we...
Why didn't you take their weapons? Because no breaches.
Because no breaches. Okay. She has a very, very peculiar sense of humor, you can tell. Walk over here, roll through them all, attack him, taunt him to keep us healthy, roll through them again, roll past them because that's just how I roll. That was fast.
Friends really came through with that tip. No breaches. So, Herald of Andraste. You're a strange one. I'd like to join.
Well, I like a real introduction first. First you have to make sense.
How about we get to know each other first? You know, names and such.
One name. No, wait, 2. It's... well, it's like this. I sent you a note to look for hidden stuff by my friends. The Friends of Red Jenny. That's me. Well, I'm one. So is a fence in Montfort, some woman in Kirkwall. There were 3 in Starkhaven, brothers or something. It's just a name, yeah? It lets little people, friends, be part of something while they stick it to nobles they hate. So here, in your face, I'm Sarah. The Friends of Red Jenny are sort of out there. I used them to help you. Plus arrows.
Plus arrows, of course. Alright, so you are offering spies. Okay, let's actually go with this one.
The Inquisition has spies already. Can you add to these professionals?
Here's how it is. You important people are up here, shoving your cods around. Blah, blah, I'll crush you. I'll crush you. Ooh, crush you. Then you've got cloaks and spy kings, like this tit. Or was he one of the little knives, all serious with his little knife? All those secrets, and what gave him up? Some houseboy who don't know shite, but knows a bad person when he sees one. So no, I'm not knifey shiv dark, all hidden. But if you don't listen down here too, you risk your breeches. Like those guards, I stole their... Look, do you need people or not? I want to get everything back to normal. Like you.
You know what? She's too fun to not let her join us. Of course she joins us.
Sarah. I can use you and your friends.
Yes! Getting good before you're too big to like. That'll keep your breeches where they should be. Plus extra breeches because I have all these... You have merchants who buy that piss, yeah? Got to be worth something. Anyway, Haven. See you there, Herald. This will be grand.
No, this will be Daddy DeGrand. But yeah, now we have a new character over here, Sarah, and we also got Vivianne, who was already able to show a little bit of something. I think I want to keep this episode just ever so slightly longer going, because there's a third character that we can also grab ourselves, which we should. Give me the quest map, give me the... Okay, we can't get the quest map apparently. We got some extra power though, that's kinda nice. Also there's loot. Spiked staff, grip a schematic, and too many breaches. Whatever that's supposed to mean. There, we can go to the world map. Alright, we still got not the Storm Coast, not Valvoryo, not Haven. In the Hinterlands, there was one more character. But I think we actually have to look for him a little bit longer. So, we are gonna save that one for the next episode. Yeah, I think we're gonna wait with that one for the next episode. Guys, thanks for watching. It was a fun one. We got 2 new characters. We got a lot of talking done. The last episode was all about... I don't even know what the last episode was all about, but this episode was all about the talking, all about the characters, all about the plot development. We shall see how the next one will go. But until then, thanks for watching, and have the greatest of days, and stay as awesome as you are.